Smart Process and Project Management with Vdot from ESI. This presentation provides a brief overview of Vdot, our powerful process management solution. The name Vdot is derived from the mathematical symbol for the derivative of velocity, which is acceleration. Vdot helps increase your visibility into your processes, which can dramatically increase the velocity of your team. At the highest level, the goal of any project is to take a set of inputs and convert them to a set of deliverables. Why does this seem to be so difficult? Unfortunately, there is typically a serious lack of visibility into the progress of the work being performed, which leads to a number of questions from managers and team members. For a manager, the questions may include, what is happening right now? What else should be happening? Are we on schedule and budget? Are we following the plan, or does it need to change? Are we meeting our technical requirements? Team members might ask, what should I be working on now? What is the highest priority? For what deliverables am I responsible? When are they needed? Where do I get the data I need? Who should get my deliverables? These unanswered questions can lead to costly delays from a number of sources, including unnecessary rework, poor information handoffs, and valuable time spent in status meetings that could be better used in getting the job done. Also, many processes may not be documented, and this tribal knowledge may be lost with personnel turnover. So what is it that limits your visibility? We have found that with traditional methods for managing projects, the planning and the work are separated, and a great deal of effort is required to get information back and forth across the divide. Vdot is designed to bridge the gap between the plan and the work, to bring your entire team into a common environment with real-time visibility. So what exactly is Vdot? Vdot is a combination of workflow, project management, and information management all rolled into one. It is a unique tool that allows you to quickly capture, deploy, execute, and improve your processes and procedures. It was developed by a lean engineering team at Boeing out of frustration with the thousands of hours spent diagramming processes that went into books on bookshelves and gathered dust. Vdot gets your best practices off the shelf and into action by providing an environment that links your teams interactively to your best practices, ensuring they have everything they need at the right time. This technology was spun out of Boeing and is now available from ESI. Vdot is used by many different commercial and government organizations, large and small. So how can Vdot help you? Let's say we want to take a trip. We can use a paper map to try to figure out how to get from where we are to where we want to go. While a paper map contains a great deal of useful information, it is inherently static, so that it may be out of date as soon as it is printed. Also, there may be 1,000 different paths to our destination. How do we know which is the best? What about traffic conditions? A better solution for our trip is to use a GPS, which has a number of advantages. It provides real-time feedback on our position and provides turn-by-turn directions and traffic alerts to ensure we are taking the most efficient route. A typical Gantt chart or spreadsheet approach to managing a project is analogous to the paper map. It too is static, and it does not help you understand the information flow to ensure you are on the most efficient path. The preferred approach is to use Vdot as your interactive process management system, which, much like a GPS, will provide real-time, dynamic feedback, task-by-task directions, and instant visibility as to where you are and where you need to go. So how does Vdot work? As mentioned previously, Vdot was designed by a group of engineers who were working to lean out their design through manufacturing processes to improve efficiency. One key lean improvement, which has been applied to the factory floor, is to deliver kits to the assemblers at the point of action containing everything they need to perform the job at hand. These kits include the tools, work instructions, parts and materials that are required to complete a series of assembly steps. Assembly time has been dramatically reduced by eliminating the wasted effort that used to occur when these individuals would have to go to multiple locations and search for everything that they needed. Vdot extends this kit approach to the office environment. In Vdot, Smart Task Kits are used to completely define the steps required to produce your products. Each smart task is represented as a box with the required inputs entering on the left and the required deliverables released on the right. In the center, the task describes what needs to be done, when and by whom. Work instructions and specific applications can also be included in the task as well as scheduling information. Once a task goes active, a set of stoplights appears denoting the state of the task. A red stoplight indicates that the task is ready to start, but the owner has not yet done so. Once the task owner starts the task, the light turns to yellow and will remain that way until all of the outputs have been set and released, at which point the stoplight turns green. This smart task approach brings everything to the person's fingertips at the right time, saving precious time. It also provides a very visual indication of the current status. Graphically linking smart tasks by their information flows using the Vdot Workbench client results in Vdot Smart Flows, which can be nested as many levels deep as desired. These processes are not just static definitions, but when activated, become visual controls showing task and data item status in a variety of ways. By actually routing the data according to the defined flows to associated applications, the Vdot Lean process is connected to the work and is actively able to help team members do the right task at the right time with the right data. With team members accessing their work through Vdot, Vdot is able to automatically maintain project status information and provide that information to management and team members through several real-time dashboards. The best thing about these dashboards is that they are just views of the process database, which has been kept up to date just by people performing their tasks, so the information is available in real time and without any status gathering effort. The status information is extremely valuable to managers, not only because it is real time, but also because it is based on the actual status of the data flows in the process, not some educated guesses by the status tracking staff. These dashboards are very valuable for team members as well. They provide a prioritized to-do list for each participant. Finally, through the Vdot web interface, these features are available to your team members wherever they are, as well as whatever partners, customers, or suppliers to whom you give access. Vdot savings can be dramatic. In this example, our customer applied Vdot to a monthly process for gathering staffing information for their engineering organization. The initial process was captured within 3 days and identified a number of inefficiencies that were affecting the quality and speed of the results. After 2 weeks of process improvements and automation of numerous steps, they were able to cut their effort in half while improving the quality of the assessment. They felt that Vdot paid for itself within 3 months, just on this one process. While Vdot was developed by a computer-aided engineering product development team, its features are generic and very versatile. Vdot has brought benefits to a wide variety of projects and processes in a variety of industries. Although the tasks, tools, and data may be different, many different domains share the need for people to do the right thing at the right time with the right data, and for management to have good visibility into how things are going. To illustrate Vdot's versatility, some examples will now be presented in more detail. Our first example highlights a project at the University of Alabama in Huntsville for NASA Marshall Space Flight Center. NASA's Vehicle Integrated Performance Analysis, or VIPA process, was implemented in Vdot to demonstrate how Vdot could accelerate the process for a robotics study involving a distributed team of engineers. Starting with an existing Microsoft project file, the team imported the tasking information and began fleshing out the detailed information flows. Vdot readily pointed out holes in the plan, which were immediately fixed, and the process was captured and activated within 1 day. No further status meetings were required after this point, saving time and money. This effort is documented in an American Institute of Aeronautics and Astronautics paper, which was presented at the 2009 Aerospace Sciences meeting in Orlando, Florida. Our second example shows a solution for the Missile Defense Agency to ensure proper compliance with international traffic in arms regulations. This example illustrates how you can start with a description of your desired process in any format such as Microsoft PowerPoint, and within a few hours turn this into an active, repeatable, and traceable process management system. Example 3 shows how Vdot is being used to coordinate the studies being performed by the Advanced Concepts Office at NASA Marshall Space Flight Center. To streamline the processes, standard forms in Microsoft Excel have been incorporated, which simplify and automate the collection of information and allow for automatic assignments of tasks to the correct individuals in the Vdot flows. To summarize, the purpose behind the creation of Vdot was to bring the plan and the work into a common environment that acts much like a GPS for your product development team to execute your best practices and projects. Benefits are realized by all participants. For instance, the planners now have a graphical tool enabling them to quickly capture, test, and deploy their processes. Once the projects are activated, managers get real-time status feedback with minimal effort. And finally, the team members get a prioritized to-do list to help them work the right tasks at the right time with the right information. For more information on Vdot, please contact us at vdot-info@esi-group-na.com.